driving through the night alone. City lights lead the way. You're gone, there's nothing I can do. My memory is the ghost of you. This ending can't be carved in stone. I will not make it on my own. My heart can't bear the thought of you. This ghost of you. No matter what I do, I can't escape this ghost of you. These endless nights just can't erase this ghost of you. The more I run, the more I see this ghost of you. With every turn is haunting me. Searching for the past I know. These memories will not fade. Haunted by our last goodbye. Still wishing I could turn back time. This ending can't be carved in stone. I will not make it on my own. My heart can't bear the thought of you. This ghost of you. No matter what I do, I can't escape this ghost of you. These endless nights just can't erase this ghost of you. The more I run, the more I see this ghost of you. With every turn is haunting me.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Synthwave Hangout. Episode number 42, I believe. I should probably know that before I get on. But anyways, I am Memory Design, as always. I am joined by...
Warren from Windows.
Oh, that's the way we're going to do it now. I've started to do these intros. I've noticed, like, it's boxed off, you know, where it's like, hello, I am Memory Design. And we are, I don't know. I revert back to like this 1950s
This
like
is
host.
Synthwave Hangout.
Right. It's like, hello and welcome back to the Synthwave Hangout. You know, and we have all this like crazy noise in the
like
background.
like morning radio show, like, hey there, fellas, welcome back to the Wacky Out.
Right.
And it's like, you know what I mean, with the horn and
Right. Mornings with Dave and Dom, and it's like, bwah, bwah, whoa.
hey, how's everybody doing today? Awesome, that's great.
Right. So make sure you tune in for our like contest later, and like you win something that's just totally awful, no one would want. Right. It's like, hey, you know,
Trip Out Tuesday trivia, you know?
Right, yeah. It's got to be something like that, or it's like you've won all my old demos that I never wanted to release, and it like you have to like be like, yay, cool, and we like have you on the air, and you're like all this pressure to talk about how awesome it is. See, we got to workshop ideas more like this.
What's your favorite color?
Right. Our ultimate goal of getting people not to watch the show or listen to it is not working. You know, when we came in, we said we want as few people on as possible. 0 would be the goal, but people just keep tuning in
for about 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden you go, all right, well, the next up is the next block.
Right. Or the whole show is just really low frequency rumbling that just makes people feel like fear and concern.
Or you're like feverishly working on something, so you can just hear you breathing and typing,
Right.
and that's it.
Breathing and typing, and then you hear like some yelling in the background, and you don't know if it's just like outside or there's a problem or something. The whole show is just this psych experience of right. Yeah, you can't understand what's happening, but it just sounds like there could be a problem.
Get off of there! Don't go up there!
Right, exactly.
Clickety clack. Right.
Right. Chains rattling for no reason, you know, and you're just like, okay. Anyways,
like a ooh.
Right. Oh man, yeah, that reminds me of that joke back in the day with Temporal Waves. Do you remember that? I forget what song that was. That Vaporwave song. You remember who the band was?
No, I don't actually, but I remember
Iacon.
I remember every time it came on, he would do the ghost thing.
It was. I got to find that song again because it was one of the slowest vaporwave songs I've ever heard, and it's had so much reverb on it. I loved it so much, but he would just pop in and like the ghost memes. Hold on a second.
Next thing you know, it's like real slow, and it's like whoa.
Yeah, it's awesome with vaporwave sometimes because they're like, all right, so let's bring it down maybe 20%. This sounds pretty good, and then somebody's like, nah. Let's do 70%. 70%.
Yeah, right. 70%.
It's like, wow, this song is 13 minutes long now. And like, it's fine. It's fine. It's an art expression.
Fine. Right. It's the art, really.
Right. What I have to do, I think, is make a copy of your band Windows, right? And then I'll have to call it like Windows 1.0, and I'll just make a vaporwave version of your chillwave songs. I'll just take your songs, slow them down. The album will be like 5 hours long. And
yeah, you just name yourself Walls.
Why Walls? Windows and Walls.
Because Windows and Walls, right? Yeah.
Wow, that is awful. That is terrible. You know what I love about these
glass.
What I love about these friendship shows, as we've now kind of, it started as a joke and now this has become the actual name, is I almost forget we're like doing a show. Like for like the last 10 seconds, it was just like we're talking.
Yeah, we both stopped and we're like, oh no, they're looking at us.
Right.
We're live.
Everybody is now asking like, okay, yeah, I don't know if you really want to be discussing your grocery lists today on the show or not, but whatever, we are here for it.
Like, yeah, you know, I'm just like listing things off here. Like, hey, I'm grabbing some avocado, some lettuce today.
Right. Let's get into a really annoying story that nobody wants to hear, not even you. And the chat is just
it's one of those, like, it's a slow burn.
Right. It's a slow burn. So speaking of slow, you have you have a lot of Windows stuff that has come out, and I know I ask you this every week, but what's next? We just did Chill Collins. Right? I'm now part of this. What's the next single that's coming out?
So the next single that's coming out is going to be the single from the album, but I'm waiting. It's literally almost finished. Like it's I know I keep saying this, but it's like I can taste it. I got the artwork done.
Yep.
I have most of the music is like already like I'm just waiting to like I got to fine tune a couple things, and I'm waiting on one person to finish their part.
Is this the blue artwork? That's all I'll say
Yes.
about that. Excellent.
Yes.
All right, I'm very excited for this one for people to
Brought to
hear
you by
this.
Burning Chrome Art, by the way. Excellent.
If you
artwork.
you know, right?
Yeah, if you don't know, then go on Instagram, type in Burning Chrome Art,
Yeah.
and then you will be satisfied. You will see some very beautiful pictures.
Yeah, fantastic
made
stuff.
by our friend. Yeah, and then so other than that, I have some other things in the works, some vocal stuff going on. I'm not going to announce it yet because it's not really full on. I got a couple other collaborations happening. Some very cool ones as well. Not that, I mean, I guess every collaboration I've done so far has been really cool, actually. So,
Yeah.
but more cool, collaborations coming up. So
Excellent.
it's mostly just, a lot of like, hurry up and wait right now.
Hurry up and wait. Hey, Nick had a question.
Oh,
Any statues in that artwork at all?
Unfortunately, no, but there is a head in it.
Yes. So that could be a statue-like thing.
Sure. It could be the top of a statue.
Yes.
Thank you.
It could.
Thank
It could. Sorry, this is the same as every show where I start talking and then all of a sudden I experience every possible problem you could have.
hold on,
I have to.
No, he didn't get it. No. No, he didn't. No. It's not it. He didn't get it.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
Well, now your dogs know. You know.
Just like yelling at nobody. I love it.
Right. You're just sitting there like looking in the
I don't
mirror.
know why that never gets old to me, but it just never does.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter if you do it or if I do it. I'm always amused.
Right.
Forever.
It gets old to everybody else, but not us.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, really, we only do this for us. Really, we just imagine all of you are here to listen to us anyway.
right.
So
Right.
it's like
That's what everyone wants.
0 listeners, or the normal like 5,000.
Right.
So no big deal.
Either or, whatever.
Right.
But so let's move on. Unless you got something else you want to bring up, as our listeners steadily drop to 0 as I'm watching.
Right. Just dwindles down. They're like, and I'll go jam something. It'll be fine.
Right. It's funny. Like you watch. I'm watching numbers on our end, and sometimes when we're talking, the numbers like explode. And then other times when we're talking, people start dropping off like crazy. So the goal is to just not
like,
watch. Just watch. Don't watch
Just
the
I
numbers.
don't look at it.
Yeah, just don't watch the numbers. But let's move on to the next block, and then we can come back and continue, reviewing which carpet cleaning company you're going with, or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever
Perfect.
goes on
Thank you.
next.
I appreciate that. I'll evaluate while we're waiting.
All right, sounds good. All right, we'll talk to you in a bit. And we're back. And we were going on so long about all the other random stuff we always talk about. We forgot to talk about our announcement, our upcoming change.
Yeah.
So that is,
Yes.
I blame you 100% for this.
I'm fine with that.
And this will greatly affect how we go forward in our relationship here.
I mean, doesn't everything though?
right. Every day is a test, right? For the both of us. It's like either you got something going on, or I do, or it's like, yeah, bro, I'll hit you up earlier, and then you'll be like,
never
bro.
ending. Yeah, I always feel bad when I'm like, yeah, let's chat, and because I so many of my friends where I'm like, hey, yeah, I'll hit you back up, and then like a million things happen, and then I'm like, hey, sorry, and I'm like,
oh, dude, I don't feel bad because I'm the same way.
I'm predictable now.
Right? It's like I'll hit you back up later, and then it's like I'm like putting out a house fire or something, and I'm like, oh, I never got back to Dominic. So,
Yeah, whoops.
whoops, sorry about that.
But no, so dude, whatever. I always say whatever to people. I'm like, I don't care. We're all just as bad as the next person. when it comes to that kind of stuff. We're all busy. But the announcement.
Yes.
It's so I'll let you explain.
All right, so we're going to talk about this today, and we're going to talk about this every show up until October. Just for people, they different people are in and different here and there or whatever. But so we are going to have to change the day of the show. Hopefully not the time, because this time seems to be really good. But I've recently changed what I'm doing for work, and it no longer will allow me to be available at this time. So I'm going to be back in an office at full time. So we're hoping to move it to the weekend, to Saturday, I think. But we have to check a few things and confirm that. So once we confirm it, and once we figure out exactly the date and time and everything, we will make sure everybody knows it. We'll be putting it up on our Instagrams and everywhere else. So if we do move it to the weekend, I think that'll be it could go either way. It could be good for everybody because people are free.
I think it would be easier for guests.
That's what I was going to say. It'll be good for guests for sure, but people are busier on weekends, so we'll have to see how this flies. But that will be starting though in October. For the rest of September, it'll still be Tuesdays.
You can all blame Dave, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is my fault.
It's 100% his fault. How dare he?
Daniel, Heartbeat Hero goes, no.
No. He's just in his car now. He's going faster.
Right. Well, don't worry. It'll be done before Daniel's show begins, so it won't bleed over into the Heartbeat Hero show at all. But I know he is preparing for the show on those Saturdays, so hopefully he can still join in on the days that he's not preparing for the show.
Yeah, I mean it's I'm fine with it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I feel bad that we're not gonna be able to do it on Tuesday anymore, but I mean, as long as we're still doing it, I don't care.
Yeah. I know it's going to be an adjustment for some people because they do, listen to this. They're going to work the next day. There's nothing going on. Things are happening in the evenings on a Saturday for people, especially if they're overseas listening, that kind of thing. But
good news is I'll be starting my Tuesday Lonely show.
Yeah, that's it. You could keep it going. Random guests.
Just me twiddling my thumbs, like, that's my friend.
Right. Just have Nick Rickson come on and just yell at you.
That's fine.
You're doing terribly. You're
keeps
doing
me motivated.
awful. But so we'll keep everyone updated on that, and we'll figure out how we're going to move forward with it. But it's an opportunity I couldn't turn down, unfortunately, and hopefully we can keep the show going in its normal thing.
It's a good thing for you, man.
Yeah,
and I'm proud of you, dude. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
man. So we'll have to figure something out. But yes, so that news aside, we'll keep bringing this up and keep making people sad every week. So don't worry.
Yeah.
If you're sad today, you'll be sad next week
Make
too.
it the saddest thing every week. I'm just sadder every time you bring it up.
No, what you need to do is
it's fine, I guess.
you need to have a personal tragedy occur, and I'll say this, and then you'll be like, oh, also, our house got foreclosed on or something like that.
Right.
It's just
I lit myself on fire.
right. The second half of the show
currently
is
burning.
just sadness the whole time.
Currently burning. I know I sound calm, but
Right. Oh, Heartbeat Hero is saying pre-record. We could, run last week's show on Tuesday. That's an idea. You know,
that we could. Yeah.
You know,
Roll it
so
on like just have it play like on Tuesday, like as a rerun.
Yeah, it's on Saturday live and Tuesday rerun, something like that. I don't know. See, we got a lot of stuff to think about.
And we can have things like rerun Tuesday.
right. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I like doing the show live, you know, not doing a pre-recorded thing just in general, just because it's more fun for me and it's more enjoyable. But, you know, but we'll bounce some ideas off Dan at RetroSynth, and we'll try to figure out something we can do. But yeah, I will definitely...
way to bring down the room, Dave. Good job.
Yeah, you know, what can I say? You know, bad news, you have to do like a Band-Aid. Just pull it off and
That's
we'll move
his nickname,
forward.
Bad News Dave.
Bad News Dave. B&D here. I'm back with another selection of very sad tracks. Yeah, it's just like sad music.
Hey, Dave here, and do I have bad news for you?
Right. And after this, we just play a newscast of like the Challenger explosion or something like that. Just everything that's negative will be following this statement.
I was reading Craig's comment, and now I'm imagining him just with a like a concrete dam next to him.
Yeah, right.
That he talks to.
I think Craig should do the show, but only if he's in the pouch of a kangaroo while he's broadcasting.
That's exactly.
He has to sit in the pouch. I think that's
Yes.
really what this is about.
Just a head poking out right there, just a little bit. Like, hey,
Yeah, just the top of his head and glasses.
just the top. Yep. It's like in Home Improvement when he talks to his neighbor.
Right, exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about.
There we go. See,
That's it.
same brain,
Same-
same brain.
Same brain, same mistakes. That's why we're great
Right.
friends.
That's right.
Future Past Radio said to do it all in an 80s Soviet news anchorman voice. Yes.
Oh, God.
All right. We're all creating.
I'm not doing that. I would, but I feel like I would butcher it, and then somebody would be like offended by it.
No, I think he's talking about the Craig show with Dan and Craig
gotcha.
doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
That is hilarious.
An Australian man doing a Russian accent would be. I would love to hear
Doing
that.
an 80s era Soviet broadcast voice. That's amazing. So, well, to bring up the room, I've got some great tracks coming up next, and then we can get back to normal stuff. But I was going to announce this in the beginning of the show, and then, you know, we started talking about yelling at yourself in a mirror or whatever we were going on about.
Yeah, I love doing that though.
Right. Well, your morning routine, you know, of waking up and looking at yourself and being like, you're just not good enough. You're not good enough. And then you just sit down and start writing these banger songs, right? It's your motivation.
Right. Well, Craig wants you to do a Australian accent. Go for it. Do
No, absolutely not.
right.
I am not doing that.
it. On the spot right
On
now.
the spot. Sorry, Craig. You know I love you, but I'm not doing that on the air. Privately, though, in our sessions, I'll tell you.
Right. Yeah. Just call us privately. We'll do all the.
We'll do all the accents. Right.
We'll butcher them all for you.
Right. All right, man. Let's move on to this next block, and we'll talk in a little bit.
Okie dokie.
listen when I say it's my way.
Fighting this electric opera.